Yo, this whole event was crazy. They gave us so much information. On the day before, there was even a lot of stuff shown, and then the next day, whenever the event actually was, there was a lot of stuff shown, and it is actually kind of hard to find all the information. So that's why I'm here. I'm gonna go ahead and basically sum up everything that was shown to us. Now, I know that video I had about the demo, it gave us like 7 announcements that they kind of were hiding and hinting. Now, I can't tell you which one is which whenever I'm telling you this, but I do know that all 7 of them are here present. So, anyways, let's begin. So, first things first, they showed us the opening animation. They basically gave us an updated animation for Persona 5 because now that we know 2 more, I don't know if they gave us 2 or 3 or more, whatever. They added 2 more characters into the first animation. I feel like they just cut those out at the start before they revealed these actual characters. And so basically they gave us that updated opening animation. You know, basically when you open up the game and it plays something, just how it did in Persona 4. So they gave us that. That's number 1. They gave us that was the first thing, whatever. And the next thing they gave us, so you should have seen that on the screen. But the next thing they gave us the first 18 minutes of the whole game. Now, there's a couple things about this about me showing you in the video. First off, that's 18 minutes. This video isn't going to be 18 minutes. I hope. But I don't think it will. So I'm going to be showing that gameplay in between times. There's nothing else that I could be showing you. So if you want to see the full 18 minutes, I'll have a link to that in the description below. But anyways, let's begin. Anyways, next up, they showed us 7 more cooperation characters. And as we do know and learned about maybe a month or 2 ago, that cooperation is basically your social link characters. Basically, characters that you can build some type of bond with, just like in Persona 4 where, say, you work somewhere or you played a sport, you could build a bond with the people there, stuff like that. So that's who these cooperation people are. So let's go ahead and go through each character because we have a description for them. So first up, we have Hifumi Togo. I'm probably gonna butcher half of these names, so bear with me. But anyway, so it's a young lady who attends Kosai Public High School. She holds the championship title in the female shogi league. Her appearance has gained her attention as a too beautiful shogi player. Shogi, whatever. She practices hard and gives interviews every day for the sake of her mother for the world of shogi. But, and then I don't know if that but is answered in this video or what, but either way we can't read it, so that's all we have on Hifumi Togo. Next up we have Toranosuke Yoshida. Hey, Toranosuke Yoshida. All right. He's a man who gives soapbox speeches outside of Shibuya Station. In the 20 years since he started, he's lost 7 consecutive elections. Given certain circumstances, not very many people stop and listen to Yoshida's words, but his speeches are actually good. He is seriously confronting the country's future. His sash reads, "Failing society, bright future." Now, whenever I first saw the little thumbnail of that picture, I kind of got this feeling that he was going to be some type of mayor, running for mayor or something like that. Well, it doesn't say. He says he's lost elections, but it doesn't say what exactly election he's running for. But I'm gonna assume mayor elections, So whatever. That's the whole Toranosuke. Oh my God, whatever. Next up, we have Sarayo Kawakami. Hey, she is a teacher at Seiyujin High School. Oh my God, she's in charge of Class 2B, which has a protagonist, Anne and Mishima. You'll catch her throughout the school with unkempt hair and a consistently sleepy face. At first glance, she appears to be a quiet teacher with safety first standards. But now I think this is the trailer where it actually shows her in like a maid outfit or something, and I remember reading this somewhere, I don't know what, but something about her pastime or something else that she does. It's like a maid, I don't know. She did something weird though on the side of being a teacher, and I can't remember what it was, but it's not shown in this post. But anyway, let's move on. Next up we have Chihaya Mifune. Hold up, never mind. I saw Hifumi and I was thinking that they were related or something, but completely wrong. Anyways, Chihaya Mifune, a turret fortune teller who runs a fortune telling stand in Shinjuku. She has a bright and cheerful atmosphere about her, but her fortunes always hit the mark. She is rumored to definitely be a real fortune teller, but at the same time, apparently recommends these suspicious stones. I have no idea what that has to do with anything, but interesting. So we'll see. Next up, we have Yuki Mishima, a second-year male student at Suyujin High School and a classmate of the protagonist. He's a member of the volleyball club and is always getting himself hurt. After a certain incident, he reduces his distance to the protagonist. But, damn, a certain incident? Sounds maybe somebody, I don't know. But volleyball club, so definitely you can, if you join the volleyball club, you'll be able to build up a relationship with him. But then they kind of give us a hint of what happens when you get deeper into that relationship with him by saying he reduces distance after a certain incident. So it'll be interesting. But of course, it'll depend if you do choose to go to the volleyball club, you know. Hopefully I want them to have like a track club or a football club. They didn't have that in Persona 4. But anyway. Next up, we have Shinya Oda. Now, this is a little kid. He said, an elementary school boy who plays the arcade in Akihabara. He takes pride in his marvelous power in a certain online gun shooting game, which is shown in this video, and is known as the Boy Genius Player. He seems to long for the power of the Fatal Thieves, but what could the reason be? Maybe he wants to save somebody, maybe he wants to get back at somebody, you know, because it's like an elementary school, so think about maybe like elementary childish things, you know, so that's where I'm getting that from. Next up, we have Ichiko Oya. She is a gossip reporter in her mid-20s. Hey. Since she'll write whatever story sells, she'll sometimes manipulate the information in her articles. She seems to have previously been a political reporter who fought social evils, but they keep ending this with "but." Now I don't know where these descriptions are coming from. I don't know if they're translated or what, but those are the descriptions I'm seeing on this website, Gematsu. So whatever, we'll go with it. So those are all 7 that they showcased and they have the trailers for. Next up, we have Momentos Dungeons. Now, I saw a post that said this Momentos Dungeon, I think it's one dungeon, but it's just a lot of stuff to explore. Now, this dungeon is said to be the whole size of all of Persona 4's dungeons put into this, basically. So it's as big as all of Persona 4's dungeons. Now that sounds kind of crazy, but at the same time, not that crazy, because if you think about it, Persona 4's dungeons weren't that big, you know, but it gives you a nice idea of how big Mementos dungeons are. So let me go ahead and explain what they are. So the Mementos dungeon is an auto-generated infinite dungeon separate from the main game. So this is basically something aside from all the story parts. You'll explore this dungeon's vast maps while riding Morgana, who transforms into a bus, and you can take on free quests. So that was, if you remember in the video, one of them was a bus, and that's basically the Mementos dungeon was what they were going to reveal. And Morgiana returns into a bus, and so that's a very flipping cool. All right, that's something that's very cool, and just I don't know, it's really cool. Cause Teddy was never useful like that. So, but yeah. So next, whatever that was announced is TV spot number 1. It says Atlus will air 8 weeks of Persona 5 TV commercials starting July 25th. The first commercial focuses on the protagonist. So I'm not too sure what that has to do. Just commercials about the protagonist. Maybe he's gonna just show some more stuff in these commercials. Maybe about like each character that they do. And it says the first one's gonna be on the protagonist. So maybe the next one will be about another character, you know. So we'll see. And next up, they said Persona 5 the animation, the Daybreakers anime. Now this is nothing too surprising, mainly because Persona 4 got an anime, and while I'm holding myself off from watching it, mainly because I want to beat the game first, but I heard that it's good. And literally the fact that they have anime parts in these games, it's like this game is gonna, whatever, the anime is probably gonna be really good, because Persona 4 felt, I saw someone tweet this, it kind of felt like a visual novel, but not exactly. But still, it's because I don't really like visual novels, and I love Persona 4, so it's like it did something right for me to be able to still enjoy it, even if it is kind of like a visual novel. But anyway, so it says the Persona 5 animation, the Daybreakers anime special, will air on Tokyo MX on September 3rd from 1900 to 1955. Gunma TV on September 3rd. Tochigi. Oh my god. Tochigi TV on September 4th, and BS11 on September 5th. So It says YouTube upload restricted to Japanese audience. I don't know what. I think this is for the next one. Either way, they said next one was a staff interview. The latest staff interview features director Katsuri Hashino, character design Shigeru Sojima, and composer Shoji Meguro. But I think that's the one saying YouTube upload restricted to Japanese audience, so you couldn't actually. Wait, hold on. Let me click play. Yeah, I think it's banned in US. You can only watch this interview in Japan or something like that. Whatever. Next up, they say is a webcomic. A webcomic on Ura Sunday set to begin day and date with the game's Japanese release on September 15th. So a comic about the game will release on the day that the game actually releases in Japan. And it's a Persona 20th Anniversary Festival. Now, this is kind of crazy. No, not this one. No. This one just says a previously announced Persona 20th Anniversary Festival will run from December 8 to 18 at Arts Chiyoda in Tokyo. But the next one is crazy. It says nationwide hands-on tour. So starting July 31st, Atlus will begin holding hands-on gameplay events throughout Japan. Storefront events, 10 to 15 minutes of hands-on time. And so it kind of gives us a date and a place of all these events. And that's the storefront events. And then premium events, 2 hours of hands-on time. And it says Tokyo, Osaka, Sendai, Nagayo, Fukuoka. That is insane. So for the storefront, it looks like it's just going to be in front, like just randomly on the street, inside of streets, in front of stores. You're going to be able to play 10 to 15 minutes of hands-on time of the game. But then whenever they have the premium events, it's going to be like a big old deal. It's because the first one, I'm going to read off a couple. It says July 31st, Tokyo, Holic Hall and Conference. August 7th, Osaka, Creative Center, Osaka. So it's like it's gonna get into like a main building and have you're gonna be able to sit there for 2 hours and play. That is insane. This game is huge. This game is huge just in general. In the general aspect, this game is so big for Japan. That is crazy. And last but not least, the last thing announced was it says Persona 5 will be at Tokyo Game Show 2016, which is kind of nothing too great or new there. And it says it runs from its release date on September 15th to September 18th. And it says visit its teaser website here. Now, so that is everything that was announced. As a reminder, Persona 5 is coming out on PlayStation 4 and 3 on September 15th in Japan and February 14th in America. And it says Europe release is also planned via publisher Deep Silver, but there's not been a release date. But wow, that is a lot. That is so much Persona in a day. Like, holy crap, dude. Wow, my throat is dry. That is so much information though. So if you guys are hyped about that, let me know. No demo, sadly, but it's still okay. I was a little skeptical about that. While I thought it could be, I didn't believe myself completely, honestly. But it's still freaking awesome. So much Persona. Like I said, there was so much. It was kind of hard to find it in one place. But yeah. So other than that, that's all I gotta say. I might break down that 17 minutes of gameplay with my friend, but that's a lot of freaking gameplay. I might just pick out important parts of it, maybe, and talk about. We'll see. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys do want more something like that, then let me know in the comments below if you made it this far. But other than that, that's all I gotta say. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. You see, I'm waiting and they hating, and I'm sipping on my tea. Bad bitch walking past, may I stop you, please? And I'm hungry as a bitch, but this life ain't free. If I'm trying to get this money, I can't really shake a tree. I be working, it's a 3:15. When I stop